Hello, and happy end of the summer season. We just returned from the vibrant city of Portland, Oregon, where we rocked the house at TFAC with 5 mesmerizing keynote speakers, over 65 breakout sessions, and networking and collaboration that was mind-blowing. Now, brace yourselves, because we are absolutely thrilled to present you the state of our society in this annual report. Our journey has been nothing short of spectacular as we continue to revel in the incredible benefits of record-breaking growth. Every single chapter demonstrating a growth rate that'll make your heart race. But that's not all. This summer has been an electrifying whirlwind of collaboration and education, with chapter meetings and networking events serving as the epicenter of excitement and harnessing the power of connections. We've come together, learned, collaborated, and grown like never before. We invite you to join us for the next 15 minutes as we take a glorious look back at the year that was and prepare to set the bar even higher for yet another year of record-smashing success. Please welcome Eric Kreinert, NSAC National President.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Eric Kreinert. I'm the current president of NSAC and also a tax partner with Moss Adams in Stockton, California. Welcome to our annual membership meeting. After a lengthy and thorough review, the NSAC board has passed an amendment to extend the term of the national president and vice president to 2 years, allowing for greater continuity and providing ample time to achieve the organization's goals and objectives effectively. This strategic move is expected to enhance leadership stability, enabling the leadership team to work cohesively and dedicatedly towards realizing the NSAC's vision and mission under the 3 pillars: education, resources, and connections. I would like to acknowledge Nick Muting for providing an excellent example of what can be accomplished in a 2-year term. His presidency was extended during COVID. With that extra time, he was able to accomplish the rebranding of our pillar connection and a new logo that will drive our organization forward. Now I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge some past service from our board members. First off, thank you to April Grave, United Agricultural Cooperative, Inc., for her service and leadership. She served on the board for 2 terms representing the Texas chapter. I would also like to thank Tucker Limley from Halifax Electric Membership Corporation for his service on the national board representing the ECC chapter. I've served on the board since 2015. Both of those will be missed, and I will welcome our new board members here shortly. Would also like to congratulate Bill Miller, a partner with Bollinger, Seegers, Gilbert, and Moss, for being the recipient of this year's Silver Bowl Award, NSAC's most prestigious honor. The luncheon remarks can be found on NSAC's YouTube channel. Would also like to congratulate our scholarship recipients. This year, we received an unprecedented number of applications, making the selection process highly competitive. Our team conducted a thorough and thoughtful review, and after that review, there were 12 scholarship recipients that were awarded. Congratulations to all of those who received, and please remember to have your student apply in the future. Thank you to our members. We're up to 1,600 members. All chapters had a positive growth rate and the largest growth this coming year from you referring someone to NSAC. Please continue to do so. It is through those referrals that we are able to expand our membership and ultimately our overall mission of serving professionals that serve cooperatives. Having more members increases our connections and everything else that goes with NSAC. A special thank you to Jim Halverson, principal with Clifton Larson Allen, for his work on the Connections Committee and making everything happen there. As you all aware, TFAC was just a few weeks ago, and it was a huge success. Positive comments and experiences from members abound. We had amazing keynote speakers, over 65 breakout sessions, and an abundance of networking opportunities. An unprecedented number of first-time attendees at TFAC, and there were plenty of new connections made. Next year's TFAC will be in Orlando, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody there. As a special incentive for attending TFAC, the board this year authorized the issuance of $50 gift certificates to all members that attended TFAC to go towards the future chapter meetings. As we're all aware, the benefits of NSAC is all around our connections. And getting out in person to our TFAC and to our chapter meetings increases those connections tremendously. Please take the opportunity to attend a local chapter or TFAC in the future. In addition, please remember that we have our Connect platform where all NSAC members can get connections to resources, ask questions to their other members, and conduct other business associated with NSAC. And lastly, please remember to refer a new member to NSAC and help us continue to grow our membership. Looking forward to 2023, the board is focused on increasing our participation and membership from industry. If you are aware of any members of a co-op that are not members of NSAC, please reach out to them and encourage them to join NSAC and remind them all the benefits, whether that's the cooperative accountant, the chapter meetings, the CLNs, or TFAC. The benefits of being a member are tremendous and the cost is low. Please encourage your fellow cooperators to join our organization. Thank you to all of our members who have volunteered their efforts and time over this past year. As you're all aware, NSAC is a volunteer organization, and it's through our efforts collectively that drive this organization forward. Please take the time to consider various different committees and activities that you can get involved in to help either NSAC National or your local chapter move forward in this coming year.
Introducing Eric Gillum, NSAC Vice President.
My name is Eric Gillum. I'm an assurance partner with Aldrich Advisors, a West Coast CPA firm. I'm currently the acting vice president of the NSAC. I would like to thank all the people behind the scenes that make NSAC the organization it is today. I would also like to thank the board for all the time they volunteered to ensure that NSAC is a lasting organization for years to come. Two of the key pillars of the NSAC are education and resources. These pillars go hand in hand and are key to providing members with valuable information to help them with their day-to-day job. I'm going to highlight our key educational resources. CLNs. First, I would like to thank Wayne Sine for stepping up as our education director. He's done a remarkable job and continues to find valuable topics and amazing speakers. We continually get positive feedback on the CLN program. As a reminder, these are our virtual CPA courses, which we have throughout the year. They are completely free for members of NSAC. We've experienced increased attendance and participation in CLNs year over year. In 2023 alone, there was a 30% increase in attendance. We are always looking for new, interesting topics for our CLNs. If you ever have a question or need additional resources on a topic, others might be thinking about the same thing. So reach out to Wayne with your ideas, and you might see it as your next CLN. You can also check the website for a list of upcoming CLNs and events. The Technical Exchange. We completed our second Tech Exchange in December of 2022. We received overwhelming positive feedback from the attendees both years. One attendee went as far to say is that he received the most benefit from the Tech Exchange and was worth the membership fees alone. The Tech Exchange is a smaller group than the TFAC and is intentionally designed to be a place to encourage the sharing of ideas for topics that are facing both cooperatives and providers that serve cooperatives. The next Tech Exchange is scheduled for January of 2024. See the NSAC website for further details. The Cooperative Accountant, also known as the TCA, a special shout out for Bill Miller, being the chair of the Resource Committee and all of the work he's done with the TCA. The TCA has seen some big changes over the past couple of years, going from the traditional blue book that you'd receive in the mail to having a fully virtual, full-color TCA. The TCA continues to be the premier technical journal for those involved in accounting, tax, and finance for cooperatives. As a reminder, if you ever want to look at any TCAs you may have missed, you can always locate them on Connect through the NSAC website. Finally, my goal for the NSAC for 2023 and beyond is to continue to be relevant to our members, to continue to provide you with valuable information, education, resources, and connections to others in the industry. Thank you.
Coming up next, a financial report from Kent Earhart, NSAC National Treasurer.
Hello, I'm Ken Earhart, your current NSAC National Treasurer. The 2022 financials have been audited by Sasky Accountancy Corporation for the year ending 12/31/22. The audit report will be published in the fall issue of the TCA for your future reference. This was the first year for our new auditor, and an unqualified opinion has been issued. Just a few highlights from their report. Total assets declined slightly to approximately 1.728 million from the prior year, primarily due to investment losses during the year with the overall market conditions. Most of our balance sheet assets are comprised of cash and investment equivalents of approximately 1.71 million, and our liabilities are much less, approximately 116,000, which provides for net assets or equity of approximately 1.61 million versus 1.687 million the prior year. The statement of activity reflects a net change in the reduction of assets of approximately 74,000, primarily due to the investment loss of approximately 72,000. The investment committee has addressed a number of the investment policy issues during the year, and we are focused on managing the portfolio to ensure balance between safety and growth. Through 6/30/23, the investment portfolio has rebounded significantly. If you have any questions regarding investments or the audit, please contact the national office or myself. Thank you again for allowing me to serve as your national treasurer.
Please join us in welcoming David Antoni, NSAC Immediate Past President.
Hello, my name is David Antoni, retired Managing Director from KPMG LLP in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, representing the Atlantic chapter as National Director. It is my pleasure to serve as your immediate past president on the Executive Committee, and in this role as Chair of the Nominating Committee and the Scholarship Committee. This year marks the conclusion of my term as an Atlantic Chapter National Director. After 9 years, first representing the Capital Chapter and our merged Atlantic Chapter, I enjoyed my years on the National Board, contributing to make NSAC great, leading up to my 2021-22 term as your National President, proud of our tremendous strides with our pillars of education, resources, and connections. I will continue to serve as your immediate past president for the 2023-24 term, with my active contribution and guidance to the National Board. My tenure serving NSAC is truly rewarding, working with our dynamic leadership team, assuring NSAC is the premier society of professionals serving the nation's cooperatives. Our members benefit from our many NSAC programs, opportunities to network, sharing knowledge and collaboration. It is my pleasure to introduce the 2023-24 slate of officers and directors. I will now start with the Executive Committee, starting with Eric Kreinert as National President, representing the Far Western Chapter, Eric Gillum as National Vice President, representing the Pacific Northwest Chapter, Kent Earhart as Treasurer, representing the Great Lakes Chapter, Jim Halverson, Secretary, representing the North Central Chapter, Julia Savald, Executive Committee Member at Large, representing the North Central Chapter, and myself, David Antoni, as immediate past president, representing the Atlantic Chapter. Now, I will introduce to you our slate of directors, starting with Chad Degenhart and Mike Regan of the Mississippi Valley Chapter, Jeff Cragel and Brady Burns of the Midwest Chapter, Melissa Wood and Casey Gast representing the Electric Co-op chapter, Katrina Rote and Brianna Fredericks, representing the Atlantic chapter, and Russ Du Bois, representing the Texas chapter. You will receive an email within 24 hours to affirm the election of the officers and directors for the 2023 to 24 term. Thank you, and I will now adjourn our annual meeting with my gavel, and we will see you again at next year's annual meeting. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you for joining us for the annual report and making this year unforgettable. We can't wait to welcome you to TFAC 2024 in sunny Orlando on July 28th to the 31st. Get ready for another incredible year, jam-packed with unparalleled education, resources, and connections.